changed in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking downfield, it's Need. Got his man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bobcats are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Golden Gophers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it clearly. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown. They couldn't make the connection. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. RPO complete to open the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Dahl. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Need. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Toner. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 30. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. The give to the left. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do, It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Unleashes one deep. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy...
Touchdown! Golden Gophers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Need. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. And the defense drags him down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Toner. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Moving away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Catch in the middle, it's Toner. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
A nice shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Finds his big tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The stiff arm gets him loose. He'll try to take it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bobcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Need. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Making side adjustments here. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Looking left. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Need. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sings it complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brings it to the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it. Throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And how about that on 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense getting this.
He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Need. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're...
There he goes!
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looking to throw, it's Need.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Toner. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Touchdown, Texas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. We've got to execute and we've got to lock in.
Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline.
Music no! Music no! Let's go!
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. The quick out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. It's Pater late in the game.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw its knee. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and another